Welcome to the Mindful Fire podcast. If you're enjoying the show, please leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. My dad will be so grateful. See you next time on the Mindful Fire podcast.
Welcome to the Mindful Fire podcast, where we explore living mindfully on the path to financial independence and beyond. I'm your host, Adam Quayle, and I'm so glad you're here. Let's dive into today's guided meditation. All right. Thank you for being here. There's so much going on in the world right now. It's important that we just take a few moments to process everything and to be in silence and allow some space and some peace to enter our lives with everything going on in the world. So I invite you to begin by finding a position that allows you to be both alert and relaxed at the same time. You can sit with a tall, straight back. Rest your hands wherever's comfortable. And you can gently close your eyes as you bring your awareness to your breath with 3 deep breaths in and out. And now as we begin this practice, I invite you to just check in. There's so much going on in the world. The shootings in Texas, Buffalo, California, Toronto, all over the country, and with so many things going on all around the world, it's easy to be overwhelmed. And first off, feel appreciation for yourself for carving out this space in your day, in your life, in the midst of everything going on, to just be. Appreciating taking this space, taking this pause to care for yourself and to give yourself a much needed break from everything going on in your life and the world. John Kabat-Zinn often calls this a radical act of love, a radical act of sanity to carve out this time in our busy lives. And so just taking that in, that you've done that for yourself today. And as you sit and breathe, bring a kind, curious awareness to your experience right here in this moment. Notice how it feels to be sitting here and breathing. Noticing what it feels like in your mind, in your body, and in your heart. Noticing and feeling whatever's there to be felt. And the emotion, any feeling, letting it be exactly as it is, because it's like this. Can we bring this awareness, this kind, loving space of attention and awareness to whatever we're experiencing? As difficult as it may be, can we be with it? And letting whatever you feel be enough. Everything going on in the world impacts us each differently. And so, kind, curious awareness to your experience right here in this moment. Notice how it feels to be sitting here and breathing. Noticing what it feels like in your mind, in your body, and in your heart. Noticing and feeling whatever is there to be felt. And the emotion, any feeling, letting it be exactly as it is, because it's like this. Can we bring this awareness, this kind, loving space of attention and awareness to whatever we're experiencing? As difficult as it may be, can we be with it? And letting whatever you feel be enough. Everything going on in the world impacts us each differently. And so, as you sit and breathe, just be kind and tender with yourself, allowing your feelings and emotions to bubble up to the surface and be met with kindness and love, moment by moment by moment, and breath by breath by breath. Whenever your mind gets carried away, no problem. Just extending that kind, loving awareness to whatever's on your mind. And then just drop back into the breath, into the body, into the space, the loving space that we're holding ourselves in right here, just allowing whatever is there to be experienced or felt to be met with a kind, loving awareness. And now that we've had a little bit of time to cultivate some space and awareness, I invite you to join me in practicing compassion. We'll begin with ourselves, because without caring for ourselves, it's very hard to care for others. And so we'll begin with ourselves and then extend out to touch all those impacted by the terrible things going on in pockets of the world. And so, if you'd like to put a hand on your heart or on your belly, just feel the love and tenderness and repeating these phrases silently to yourself. May I be happy and at ease. May I be healthy and safe. May I be free from pain and suffering. May I recognize my strength and my resilience. May I feel loved and supported. And allowing whatever you wish for yourself to arise. Taking a deep breath in and out. One more in, letting it go. Now let us extend our kindness and compassion to those families affected by the recent gun violence in Texas, in Buffalo, in California, in Toronto, and all the many places where this horrible violence keeps happening throughout our country and our world. Imagine all those suffering today. And let us extend our kindness and well wishes to them, repeating silently, may those impacted by the recent gun violence be happy and at ease. May those impacted by gun violence be healthy and safe. May those impacted by gun violence be free from pain and suffering. May those impacted by gun violence recognize their strength and their resilience. May those impacted by gun violence feel loved and supported. And allowing whatever you wish for those impacted by gun violence to arise and sending it out to those people. Let us extend these wishes to those who are victims and are no longer with us. May those who were taken from us by gun violence rest in peace. May those who were taken from us by gun violence be at ease. May those who were taken from us by gun violence know we miss them and feel loved and supported. May those who were taken from us by gun violence feel and know that we will not allow this to keep happening. And allow whatever you wish for those who are taken from us by gun violence to arise in your mind. Sending it out to them, feeling them receiving it. And now let us extend our love and kindness to all of us, all people living in the United States or anywhere where this is happening. May all people be happy and at ease. May all people be healthy and safe. May all people be free from pain and suffering. May all people recognize their strength and their resilience. May all people feel loved and supported. May all people feel the strength and the hope and the will to take action so that this finally stops happening so often in our country and in our world. May we all feel the strength and the will to continue this fight so that we don't have to keep suffering and living in fear. Allowing whatever you wish for all people to arise and imagine sending it out. And let us finish with 3 deep breaths together, breathing in and breathing out. In and out. And once more, in and out. Whenever you're ready, opening your eyes. Thank you so much for your attention, for your care and your compassion. And I invite you to think of one thing that you can do to prevent this in the future. Could be calling a senator or just checking in with a friend who might be having a really hard time right now. Putting that compassion in action. Thank you so much for joining me for today's guided meditation practice. As a reminder, each week, as part of the Mindful Fire podcast, I release a guided meditation or an inspiring interview focusing on mindfulness and financial independence. If you get value from these meditations and episodes, I invite you to please share this with your friends so more people can find out about the message. And please subscribe on the platform on which you're listening to this. This just lets the providers know you're getting value from the episodes and guided meditations, and you'd like to be here when I produce additional content. Thanks again. I look forward to seeing you next time on the Mindful Fire podcast.